The months of return of JoJo, I only wondered one question. Will there be another mainstream game? Not too long ago, there was rumors of an upcoming JoJo game, and my first initial thought was this is just going to be another JoJo mobile game. But some people actually thought about it being JoJo Eyes of Heaven R. I never bought JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. I've only seen clips on YouTube, but I have played Eyes of Heaven. Eyes of Heaven came out around the time of 2015, but I played it right after its initial release. I played it around 2018, which has quite a story to it. I remember I got the game on disc, but I was missing one thing. That was JoJo Part 4. For whatever god reason, there were two versions of the game, so I had to get the digital version of the game just to get JoJo Part 4. The games weren't really that different between each other, it's just one game had JoJo Part 4 and the other game just didn't. These are like one of the only times I got two versions of the game on disc and digital. God, I was spoiled.
JoJo no 奇妙な冒険 Eyes of Heaven.
The first thing I can say about coming back to this game that it felt so nostalgic. It was like I was set back in time. After I tried some things in JoJo's, I did try online and I couldn't get footage for it because of how laggy it really was. But to really sum it up, this is a great, fun JoJo game, but not a good fighting game. And it just has a lot of side effects. Eyes of Heaven has some pretty bad netcode, and I've heard All-Star Battles have some pretty bad netcode as well, but Eyes of Heaven shares something else, which is bad gameplay mechanics.
生きたまえ強くなりたくば特攻法
Speaking of gameplay, now, Eyes of Heaven, in my opinion, was a very unbalanced game. Some characters just couldn't get as much value as other characters. The first thing I want to go over is the sidestepping. Normally, when I first played this game, I just went into square triangles and that is it. But you can continue combos and do chains with sidestepping. And I did not learn this until after I went online. Like shown in the footage, I think this is best to do with Josuke Part 4, but we'll talk about him later. We need to move on to Avador is a interesting character because I don't really play him. I only played him maybe once, but like other characters in the game, Avador has a burn effect. Wonder why? This burn effect is on every single move he has. And one of these moves are a stun, when you have to move your joystick around to get out of it. But if you don't move in time, he can just ult you and do big damage. With Polarath, his dual heat ultimate does this kind of damage.
任せとけ気を抜くなよレッドバインド例のやつ頼むぜうんエルシーアブズル
This leads me to my next character, that is Polarath. Polarath is more of an all-rounded character. He has a counter and projectile and does real good damage. But his major problem, in my opinion, is not really too much of a problem. It's more of how overpowered his transformation is and how easy it is to get. Once he's transformed, he can get this amount of damage. And for something that is a quick startup, I think this is completely unfair and should have a longer startup like Cars. Cars has two modes. One is light mode, where every move he gets is unblockable. Now, I do not agree with this mode, and I think it's very unfair. And he has another mode when he goes into Ultimate Cars that takes more time. But you could just run away in this game and just do it, and your opponent has to chase after you. If not, he gets the form. You can also do this with Poochie Made of Heaven and Jurno with Golden Experience Requiem. But with Jurno Golden Experience Requiem, it has a timer on it. Once in GER, he can only attack when he's in midair, which was a very odd choice. So I test GER against a character that is always, or most of the time at least, airborne. Now we have Animal Shop, and Animal Shop is one of these characters that I really don't like. I think it's my most disliked character in the whole game, and it's because of this stuff right here. you could just fly and sit back and just spam the whole entire time. The gauge down there, the stamina bar, is the only way he can get down from where he's at flying. But the stamina bar comes back so quickly, like right there, before I even got up, my stamina was already back. And I already defeated Jurno that quickly throughout the match already. And that move right there is unblockable. This is the most annoying character ever, and I hope they do change it if they make a Eyes of Heaven R, because he definitely needs changing. I don't know how they did an All-Star Battle R, but for the love of God, I hope they change this character. Now this leads me to my next part of what I was talking about GER earlier. GER is somewhat good, but at the same time somewhat bad. I don't know why they developed his moveset of being in the air at all times. Because even with a character like Animal Shop, you can still counter it. You can still just counter the whole I'm in the air with just an ultimate like this. And maybe you could recover in time and block it, but it's the fact that you can even do that when you're supposed to be GER, the most powerful stand in the series, kind of says something in a way. One of my friends described this game in a perfect term, and he said it's more like a party game than anything else. When it comes to the game, you have like stuff like Gyro being able to use a move when you lock off of him, Jolene having setup moves that just makes her look like a noob stopper because you have to know when to block certain things, and she does big damage, which I heard she carried on from All-Star Battle R. There's even more stunts in the game, not just the one Avadol has, but also the one that Josuke Part 8 has, and the other character from Part 8, I'm forgetting his name. Then you have Diego, the one with the world that doesn't even have a dash, or Whole Horse that doesn't even have a block, versus Rohan that's able to take your abilities away. Overall, there's just some characters that just seem very underpowered compared to other ones that seem very overpowered. Especially see this in online. It's like that one Marvel meme, yeah, we'll be there, Daredevil.
Shut the fuck up, nigga, and watch this goddamn combo.
Now, this is the character that I actually main in this game. He is my favorite Joestar in the actual series, and is my main in this game also, and I have to rock him with Okuyasu. Even when I ran it back with my friend after some years of not playing this game with him, we even played and I still had it with this character. He has some good zoning tech, he's very great with the sidestepping combos, he does good damage, he even has a bonus back. Overall, just a good character. Is he broken? Yes. But is he my favorite Joestar and I'm biased? Also, yes. I think if there's any character to learn in the beginning of the game, it is most likely going to be Josuke Part 4. He just has everything that is good. Even his Dohi combo with Okuyasu is also good. I don't run him with Rohan or anyone else. It's always Okuyasu. Even when I ran it with my friend, the Okuyasu bot was just doing way better than any other bot that was in the game. Even in this footage that I really just ran down this other team, it wasn't even fair. Even though they were bots, it wasn't really fair. And of course I used the dual combo mode. The dual combo mode, in my opinion, is super annoying because it gives you boosted speed, boosted damage, and also if you do enough hits, you get an animation when you can even heal. If you spam this enough more than your opponent, you can just win the game way easier. And it's not even that hard. As much crap I'm giving this game, I actually enjoy it. I like this game a lot, especially because how many references of JoJo there is. Even this right now, when it has a reference to Caesar's death, and they even recreate iconic scenes in the series. Caesar! Even with all these cool stuff, there's some things I question why they just never did. And I hope Eyes of Heaven R could fix, like some of the colors. Jolene and Gyro and Johnny have anime adaptations now, so I hope their colors can be fixed, and of course have their voice actors, just like how All Star Battle did when they had their version, or remastered.
Yosh!
All-Star Battle R did get rid of the story mode that All-Star Battle originally had. And do I think they're going to do this with Eyes of Heaven? There's a chance that they could. Now, do I think they should? No, because it brought one of the most popular fan-made characters in JoJo history, and that was Dio over Heaven. I feel like taking this away would just only make backlash. I do think some of the maps should be maybe changed because there are certain maps that just gave you opportunities when you could heal, and of course there's the Dino map that I don't like. There's the part 6 map that changes the entire environment where you can fall off and take damage, and the other map in part 6 that has the crocodile, which is not as annoying. The dual heats are a cool feature. It gives fans a cool what ifs, like part 1 Dio having one with part 3 Dio, or Dio with Jurno, or Dio with Poochie, but for some reason not Whitesnake Poochie. They left out also Diego. I thought that was a missed opportunity in my opinion. And how come JoJo Part 4 has no combined dual heats with any of the Part 4 members? It removes the one he has with Jolene, his Part 3 counterpart also has. Cars has none with the Pillarmen. And Wamu doesn't even have one with AC/DC, even though they technically fought together. The Part 5 and Part 6 characters dual heats are kind of scattered around. Buddy Valentine doesn't even have one with the World Diego, even though they technically work together as well. Johnny doesn't even have one with Josuke Part 8. And Gyro doesn't even have anything with Sapelli or Caesar. Both Josuke's don't share one either. And not even the Kiras share anything, even though you could pick both of them on the same team. They acknowledge each other, but they don't have a dual heat together. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but I would like to see more fan-made dual heats in Eyes of Heaven R. This kind of serves as the last part when I'm just going to list off a few things that I could want from Eyes of Heaven R. I would mostly want just new characters, which if they are going to do it, I think they will. I would mostly want John Rod, of course, Soundman, Magenta, Waka Pipo, Hot Pants, just characters from part 7 and 8, and of course part 9 as well, like Joe Dio. And some characters that were in the game that just never got in, like Part 6 Jotaro. I don't know why they left them out. Just mostly the characters that were added in All-Star Battle R to make it to Eyes of Heaven R. Please add Dio over Heaven. Like, I don't know why he's not a character, or at least a skin, just add Dio over Heaven. And of course, I would want more references because I think that's the strong suit of this game. Besides, it's, it being JoJo, I don't think it's ever going to be balanced. The references are really going to make it good. Whack-A-More might be good, or even Jesus Joestar might be good. I just hope this game can get better netcode, even though I don't think it will. I hope the balancing can change, even though I don't think it will. But overall, the game is really, really fun besides the netcode and balance. I don't regret getting this game, even though I probably wouldn't go back to it over other games. Trust me, I've played like over 200 matches online. I don't think I'll ever go back. Stuff has been bad online in Eyes of Heaven. So bad I even ran into hackers before. But overall, I love Eyes of Heaven. It's a very nostalgic game for me. And if they are going to make an Eyes of Heaven R, I hope they do it right. And maybe add some more maps. Maybe the one Waka People fought Gyro and Johnny on. But overall, don't get the game, and thank you for watching.
Retire!